Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Journey Toward More. And on this particular episode, we are talking to one of the co authors of Reading as a Social Action Women Aspiring for More. And this begins the series. We're going to be talking to several of the authors from the book this month. And we are starting with Miss Shawntai Lister-Mitchell. And who am I, though, right? I am Dr. Tammy, success strategist, literacy educator, author, and speaker. And I am actually the editor of the book. And so I am just taking time to interview the ladies who contributed to this particular project. This project was definitely a labor of love and sharing what we have done behind the scenes in a smaller community with the world and using it as inspiration to inspire and encourage those of us on the journey toward more, those of us aspiring for more, to keep going. So today, I am going to bring Shawntai in, Lady Shawntai, as she's known on social media. I'm going to bring her in, and we're just going to have a conversation. We're just going to have a conversation about her particular chapter and her process of being a part of this project and writing. And so I want to check the connections because I got a little sign that something's not right. So let me just check the connection first before we get this going in case we have to start over. I want to make sure we're good over here. All right. So let me bring Shawntai on. Hello, Shawntai. How are you? How's it going?
Hello, lady. How are you? I'm doing
Um,
great.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I can't wait to hear about your chapter in the book, Reading as a Social Action, Women Aspiring for More. So before we get there, though, could you please just tell us who you are and what you do?
Hello, my name is Shawntai Lister-Mitchell, and I am the owner, founder, and formulator of Class and Elegance Bath and Body Care. And Class and Elegance is a natural beauty brand that uses a combination of herbal infusions, aromatherapy, and plant-based ingredients to bring about transformation for your bath, body, and skincare need. And so I am so excited to be here again with you today, Dr. France.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here with me. This is I'm so excited. So we have a lot to talk about. So let's just jump right in. So and people are probably used to us being on live for other things because we usually back. I mean, it's been a minute, but we would do lives on different things, usually around this time on Sundays during the pandemic because we were in the house. Let's use this to inspire, encourage. I remember we did one to support Black businesses. We've done different projects. So, and Shawntai and I, in case y'all don't know, go way back. We grew up together
Yes.
in Texas, South Texas, and we went to the same church. We same community, and we still hang out every now and then when we get the opportunity. We both have our families, but we still catch up with one another, and we did so recently. I guess that was maybe during my spring break. I think they were down here on vacation, but we got together then. So it's been really nice. So we have been hanging out for a minute. And so it's really been good to have her a part of this project. She keeps me on my toes and keeps me with it.
Well, I got like a message today, like an anniversary notification regarding when we went live for self-care. And that was during the pandemic. And we were trying to, just encourage the people and give them resources that they needed at the time and things like that. So yeah, I received something today as well. And you know what? We also went to school together. Remember, we were in high school together.
Yes,
And I
yes, I
transferred.
forgot.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my goodness.
transferred.
Yes, for part of it, we sure did.
We
Oh my
sure
goodness,
did.
yeah. So anyway, it runs deep, y'all. So this has been interesting. And guess I hadn't been on social media that much today, so I need to check it out because I may have the same notification
You
since
probably
we
did.
were doing since we were doing it together. But so those of you that are here, if you're joining us, please say hello to us in the comments. Tell us where you're joining us from. Just give us an emoji, anything, engage with us. We see a few of you already here. Thank you. LaShawn Gaines is another co-author. I will be interviewing her later this afternoon. So come back and join me later this afternoon. But thank you so much
Hey, LaShawn.
for sharing with us this morning. Thank you so much for being here. So let's just jump right into it. So I want to know, I announced this project and I was like, y'all, okay, we've been doing this, and I think we had been in the community. So I have a global online reading community called Women Aspiring for More. And in that community, we would read different books. People would go live. We would share our
Mhm.
perspectives on the different books, and we would break it up into chapters or sections, depending on the book and how it was set up. But being a part of that community, we really experienced a lot together. So then I was like, okay, let's do this book. We're going to do this book. And, I want you all to share your stories and really capture your experience reading with us. So could you just share a little bit about what made you say yes to being a
Okay.
part of this?
So yes, you have the WAM community. You had just started. I was excited about it, inviting other people to join. And then I remember, and I don't know if you remember this, but it's on one of the videos. You said you wanted to use me as the guinea pig. So to go live. So I was the first person to go live in the community and talk about one of the books that we were reading and discussing. And I'm not sure if it was Gifts of Imperfection, because I went live several
Mhm,
times. Like I went live once, and then
mhm.
I loved going live in the group, and it was really interactive and encouraging. And so once I found out about you doing the book project, I've always wanted to write a book. My father is an author as well, and I've always admired him for, just always using his gifts, knowing his purpose and not being afraid to go after what God created him to do in this life. So I was like, oh, wow, I've always wanted to write a book, and then to have the opportunity to write it with such phenomenal women in the group, I was like, I have to, take this opportunity to do so. So that was, I guess the main reason why I wanted to join. I wanted to fulfill one of my purposes in life. Like I said, that guidepost was about meaningful work. And so I wanted to go ahead and say, okay, this is part of my purpose. Let me go ahead and be a part of this project and just, let the world know what I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the title of your chapter?
It is Birthing Beauty Through Reading.
Why
That
that
is
title?
Okay, so as I said earlier, for those who may be joining, I explain who I am, that I'm the owner, founder, and formulator of Class and Elegance Bath and Body Care, which is a beauty brand. And so I wanted to connect. I wanted everything to connect as far as my purpose is concerned. And so, I have this bath care company. I'm all about trying to help people with their skincare journey, their bath care journey, their health and wellness journey. And so I wanted to combine that with the gift of reading. And so, birthing beauty, you learn so much when you're reading. And you really learn a lot when you are reading in a community, because we're so interactive that, during the live, during the lives, other people would be engaging. They would share their experiences, they would give their opinions. And so it was a beautiful experience that I was able to connect with these ladies on their journey and learn so much about them and their perspective. So that's why I called it Birthing, Beauty Through Reading, because we can gain so much.
Right. And I love how you connected it to what you do, and just this idea of the purpose of the group and the community was
Mhm.
actually tapping into the beauty within us, and not
Yeah.
just the outward, um,
Mhm.
but that inner. So yes,
Mhm.
so have some great people. I see your friend is here, your good friend, our good friend Janae
That's
is
my god
here.
sister, honey. Yeah.
And then we have then Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Oh,
Thank you
hello, Lisa. How are you doing? Thank you so much. So good to see you.
for joining us. And
And
so,
who else?
yes, that's
Yes. Thank you, LaShawn. I appreciate that. LaShawn is so encouraging. I can't wait to see her interview today at what is it? Is 2 p.m.?
2 p.m. Central
2
Time.
p.m. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so let's get into the chapter a little bit. So, we talked about the title, which kind of gives us a hint as to what's in the chapter. But I really want to talk about like, how did you dis how did you decide what to include in your chapter? How did you decide like these are the things that I want to talk about or share in my particular chapter? I have this one chapter and Dr. Tammy has given me 3,000 words. What am I going to include in this little bitty chapter and these short words? It's not an entire book. What am I going to include? So, how did you make that
Right.
decision?
So because I was the guinea pig and had the opportunity to go live for the first time, and then I think I went live a few more times, I wanted to focus on those chapters that I was honored to present. And
Oh,
so I wanted to include that. And then I wanted to give a little background about me and the beauty business and why, I created the beauty care line, and that's all in the book. And so it gives the reader the opportunity to see into me, to see my life, to see who I am, and to talk about the books. And then also there's affirmations. And I think I spoke about that briefly the last time we had our pre launch.
yes.
And so I tried to just include as much as I possibly could in that space that you gave us. And so I just thought about and honestly, I was like, okay, what can I include? What shouldn't I include? What could I include? And so I hope I have a healthy balance
Mhm.
to give that encouragement for people who are maybe like on the sidelines and wondering, should I start a business? Should I start that craft? Should I start this journey? Maybe give them some encouragement on doing that, and then also encourage them in reading more and joining the group. We want them to join the WAM community. And I'll be honest, I haven't been as active as I was previously. I'm trying to, get
She
back.
was the guinea
Mhm.
pig. She was like, all right, Tammy, I've paid my dues. I'm done. I got other things to do now
Right, I got a lot of
in
other things
life.
to do. But I miss it. I miss it so much, because it was really nice. I think we even had like a spa event. Like I did
Yeah,
something
yeah, you
regarding
did.
like I told everybody to just get these simple ingredients in their kitchen, and we came together and did that. But yeah, so I wanted to do a healthy combination of the things that I thought would impact the most for this book, and so that's pretty much how I came up with what to include.
Yeah, because that was really nice, that spa experience. It was in the
That
evening,
was
so it
nice.
was perfect wind
Yeah,
down, end of day kind of thing. So we even
right.
had like different things in the community. We didn't just, it wasn't just about the reading, it was about the person, the people. And so talking about the people, so I know it was women aspiring for more. So we know, okay, so we're clear, like in the group, it was about women. It was we
Right.
focused on women and women who are wanting to move to the next level. But
Right.
when you wrote your chapter, is that who you had in mind, or did you have a different audience in mind since you knew it was going to be beyond the group? Who did you have in mind, or who was that audience you had in the back of your head when you were writing?
Right. So I'll be honest, mainly it was women like myself, looking at my mother, looking at my grandmothers, looking at my aunts, and trying to determine what would encourage them. What could lift their spirits? What could I say to them if they didn't know me at all, that would make them excited and fulfilled and happy to read my portion of the book? Like, how can I really give some substance? And so that was at the forefront. But I'll also be honest, I have some good brother friends that I thought, you know what, let me say something for the men as well. Like the motivation and the affirmations that I include, anyone could use those. I mean, those affirmations are on some of my products. So in the products that I have, I include like a little affirmation. So when you're reading or looking at the product, you'll have it, in the back of your mind. And so mainly women, all women from everywhere, because yes, we are unique and we're beautiful and we're different, but we're all kind of the same. We're all connected.
Right.
We have similar concerns and things that we worry about, and things that we want to achieve, and we have these fears, and there's just different things that we connect with on such a large scale. So
Mhm.
mainly the women, because I always say this, anyone that follows me or they've seen us do lives together, I always say that we are caretakers of the world, and we really are. We take care of everyone. We take care of people that we're not even really related to sometimes,
Yeah.
the community, because, we may not be blood relatives, but we're all connected, on some level. So definitely the ladies, all
Yeah.
the ladies. And
Speak.
even the younger girls can look at the affirmations and be motivated by those and encouraged, because I know Unique, I have her to do affirmations every morning in the car, and she does some that we came up with when she was younger, but now I'm like, girl, you're 12, so you can come up with your own stuff. So sometimes she'll put her own little spin on it, but
Yes.
anyone can benefit, from this book.
Yes, and speaking of ladies, we have a few
Mhm.
here. We have
Hey,
Lynn, one of the
Lynn.
other co-authors. I'll be interviewing her on Tuesday, so her
Yeah,
interview's coming as well. So, hey, Lynn, how's it going? And LaShawn says, I love that we are all unique, beautiful, and connected.
yes,
Love
yes,
it,
we
love it,
are.
love it, love it. Yes, on some level.
Hmm.
Absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
right.
Love that. So, okay, so now let's get into the technical. So,
Okay.
So what was so we talked about like what you decided to include in that, but
Right.
let's talk about the actual writing process as an author. So you say you always wanted to be an author. So this is apparently
Mhm.
the first book or one of the first books that you've written and
Right.
finished or been a part of. So what was your what is your writing style? Like what did you just like just gonna jot it all down? Did you make notes? What was your writing, the actual writing process like for you?
Okay. So for the writing process, it really depends. So this I'll just let me just be transparent. So there were times where I'm like, okay, I'm going to commit to a certain amount of time. And I wasn't typing like on the computer. I love to write in journals and things like that. And so I would just write. I would just take time and I would write. And I wouldn't worry about grammar or anything like that. I would just write whatever came to mind. And then there were other times where I may not, maybe I'm not, writing during that time. I just think of something. And so then I'll write that down. It might be a post-it note,
Mhm.
it might be an envelope in my purse, and then I just remember to include that in the journal that I'm writing in. And then after I got everything down, just doing that journaling, making sure that I committed. And then I remember listening to another author, and I can't remember the name of the author, but she was saying how she committed every single day. I think it was for like a year, and she wrote a book. But every single day she was taking the time to write and to journal. And so I did that. I committed the time. And then after I figured like, okay, this is it. Let me go ahead and start creating the draft. Then I started typing up, and then maybe cutting and pasting. Maybe I remember a few times I did that where I thought, no, that doesn't belong there. Let me cut that and paste it in another area. And so that was pretty much the process. Journaling, making sure that I committed to journaling a certain amount of time. And it wasn't every day. I'll be honest. It was like, I don't think it was like every day, but it was just the time that I had committed to journal, whenever I did. And then taking notes here and there and just bringing everything together. And so I did a few drafts, I think. Not as
Even
many as you.
even after submitted, she did a few drafts and she was like,
Yeah,
wait, wait, wait.
yeah. I
So
did quite
yes,
a bit of drafts. Mhm.
yeah, I love it. I love it. But I must say, I liked how it evolved. I like how it
Thank
ended
you.
up. I will say now, now this is a tease. Just for
Mhm.
those of you in the audience, it's a tease, and y'all can help me. But I will say that I am now, they have access to the proof, the digital proof copy, but I actually have the copy in my hand.
I
So
wish I had it.
I am the only one that have an actual copy in my hands. And y'all, this is what I do. So it's sitting on my desk. And so what I do is I'm sitting here and I'm working, and then every now and then I'll look over at it, and then I'll pick it up and I'll have to flip through. I flip through, I look, I read a little bit. I just like, oh my goodness, it turned out so well because it has taken us so long to get here. And I just look at the cover and I just hold it like, oh my goodness, it's really real. And I look at, now I'm going to be transparent too. Like, it's not, you know, even though it's volume one, it's not like 500 pages.
Right.
However, when I look at the content and how rich it is and how much we provide, um, inspiration, encouragement, just new ideas, I'm just like, I just flip. So I will say that when I look at her chapter and as I'm flipping through and I look at the chapters, I'm like, oh, this is, people are going to love this. Like, this is going to be great. And I know that the title says reading as a social action. People are like, oh, reading, ooh. But I want you to know, like, what it is talking about is us reading a social action, meaning as a community and what we
Right.
got from it. And so
Mhm.
it's really inspiration, encouragement, maybe even a little self-help. And so
Mhm.
I think her chapter is great for that because it talks about, it gives you affirmations. Like, these are things you can write on index cards, post it up on your mirror, in front of your toilet, wherever you need it, in your car, you can post those up. So not only are we talking about reading in the sense that that's what we were doing, but we're really talking about what we got from it, how it helped us on our journey. And we've all been on this journey. And the goal is for it to still help us on our journey. And so that's why, even though it took us a minute to get out, it was like it had to be done because what they offer. And I know in her chapter, like, she gives some amazing affirmations that I've even found myself putting on my little post-it notes and posting around. So that's why I can't wait for y'all to get the book. I really can't wait for y'all to get it. So before we move on, I do want to share a few more comments from our audience. What a way to inspire the next generation through the affirmations. Yes, just been talking about that writing journey. And yes, I know, Lynn, I'm telling you, I feel special because I have the copy. But I will say it's a proof copy. So but it's gonna launch. It launches May 1st. So May 1st, you'll be able to get it. You'll be able to grab it. Right now it's on pre-sale. So since it's on pre-sale, you've got to get it from Shawntai. So if you
Oh,
follow Shawntai,
thank
if
you.
you are part of Shantay's community, if you're part of the Class and Elegance Bath and Body community, you need to get it from Shawntai. And so, and get it at the pre-sale price while it's discounted. And she has other things that she's doing with hers and doing some amazing things that will really incentivize you to get it now. So Shawntai, by me saying all that, could you just tell us a little bit on how they can get it and what you have surrounding the book? How can they purchase it and get their own copy?
So first, I want to thank you for that, Tammy. But I also want to thank those of you who have already pre-ordered, and so I'm so grateful for that because I've had several pre-orders, not only for the book from the book, but also from the Gloss collection. So, as I said, I have a 12-year-old, and she's all about like affirmations and just being positive and just being a sweet, kind friend, and she wanted to start something. And at first, I thought she was going to start with slime because for years she did that, and then now she's obsessed with glosses. And so we actually launched her gloss line, and it is Unique's Lips and Gloss. And so you can purchase pre-order the book, and then you can pre-order if you want the book and the gloss, or if you want to pre-order the gloss by itself, you can do that as well at cebathbody.com. I also have the PayPal that's listed on the screen. You can see that. So it's through paypal.me/class and elegance, or you can cash at me at CE Bath Body. So I make it very easy. And so what will happen is that once you do the pre-order, once I get the book in and the gloss in, I will go ahead and mail that off to you. You can also visit CE Bath Body just to look at some of the other products that are available right now. But as Tammy said, the book, we're doing the pre-orders at this time. We'll have that book available in May, and the gloss will also be available in May. And then if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. You can reach out to me at CE Bath Body on any social media handle. So I have Facebook, I have Instagram, and I have Twitter. But I am most excited about the collaboration of the book and the Unique's Lips and Gloss. And like I said, this is for a tween entrepreneur in the making. So I'm excited about that. We're doing that this one color, which is called Unique, and it is like this beautiful bubblegum color that you can wear by itself, or you can wear it over your lipstick. And I was teasing a friend of mine because she wears red all the time, and I said, "Girl, it's not red lip gloss, but you can put it over your red lip gloss." So I'm so excited about that. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, you can just reach out to me directly. CE Bath Body. You can find me really, really easy.
Well, and I think she's basically answered my last question. One, how to connect with her, and two, some of what she has going on. So, what else do you have going on besides helping the tween launch her product line, and
Mhm.
you, of course, maintain running your business? What do you have coming up, or what are you working on now? Besides, of course, preparing for the book launch, but besides that, what are some other things you have going on right now?
Okay, so right now, what I'm working on is a companion piece to the book that goes more in depth about affirmations, motivations, more journaling, and that type of thing. And so I'm working on that right now. I'm really excited about it. I wanted to do a journal, like a motivational journal, a while back. And I have notes everywhere. Like I said, I always like to journal and take notes. And so I'm excited about that coming up very, very soon. And if you guys go to CE Bath Body, www.cebathbody.com, and you subscribe, then I can keep you up to date with everything that's going on when I do new launches, when I do workshops in the community, when I go live, and just when I do different things, and even when I have specials. You know, there was a time that I went live all the time, and I gave like recipes and things of that nature, and things that could help you with your health and wellness. And so if you want to keep up to date and would love to join the CE Bath Body community, I would love to have you. So please make sure you go to cebathbody.com and that you subscribe so you can stay up to date with the new projects that I have coming up. So that's what I have going on.
Nice, nice. I love it. I love it.
Mm.
So, Shantae, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you
Thank
for being a part
you.
of the project. I appreciate you. And any final words?
I just want to thank everyone that joined me live, those of you that are joining via the replay, and thank you to my beautiful co-authors that joined. I know some of you joining live, some of you are not able to do that, but I know you'll join on the replay. And so I'm looking forward to seeing all of you. I am so proud of you, Tammy. I'm so proud of you for creating and launching this product. And I'm excited about all the beautiful people out there that's listening, that's going to join our community, the WAM community, and be a part of the pre-orders and the launch. So, you know, just keep up with us because we're going to be doing a lot. So make sure that you guys are turning on your notifications for Tammy and for those of us that are co-authoring with this. So visit me once again, CE Bath Body, on all the social media outlets. And just thank you again. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. And yeah, we have so much going on this month. So stay tuned. Look out for her posts. Look out for her announcements and the different things she has going on and things that are coming. And just make sure you stay connected. Thank you, Shawntai. I appreciate you being
Thank
here.
you.
And for those of you on the replay, make sure you say hello to us in the comments. And y'all, if you haven't shared this out, if you found it useful to you or beneficial to what you're doing and encouragement, please share it out as well. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you soon. Bye.